What did you dislike at first but ended up loving it? My best friend. My best friend had that with me. He initially disliked me cause I reminded him of some CT from his hometown. 7 years later, we now call each other every day. That's very cool. My girl has been best friend for 4 years. One day, she said she fell in love with me. I looked shocked and we sit next to each other since. Coffee and beer. Not together. Although now I've mentioned it, I'm curious. Try some coffee porters, stouts. You may be pleasantly surprised lol. Did you try it? What about with rice? Sushi. Texting. And it's not that I really disliked it, but before I got a smartphone I just never knew why people preferred to text instead of just calling someone. Same here. I always would rather call than text. Until I got a smartphone. Now I prefer texting because I have longer to think about what I want to say without it being awkward. Gels marble runs. The only Olympics I watch. Mushrooms. Old Russian cars. They might look like a piece of garbage with some primitive technology on the first look, but after purchasing my first Lada, I realized how easy to repair they really are. Sure, the safety features like airbags or ABS are not here, but they are built from metal and don't have plastic grills or bumpers like most of the cars do. That's the reason why I have a Ural 375 truck and a UAZ 469 in my backyard and why I'm driving them every day. If you get the Ural, then you must definitely learn how to drive economically because this truck burns 34 to 65 liters, 45 to 17 gallons of diesel. I already managed to get down to 18 liters, 53 gallons. In Mother Russia cars drive you. Russian cars are amazing. Life. I'm proud of this person. Carrot. Salute to you good sir. Spinach. Chocolate. Started at 15y. With cocoa. I love cocoa but chocolate. Nah, there are more delicious things. Living in LA. Initially the couple of times I visited as a tourist, I could really only see the overrated side of LA plus the traffic. But after living here for a couple of years, I've really started to love so much about it, how there's actually so much to do for different kinds of people, the cultures, etc. I'm moving in August and I'm so excited. I've never been, however, so I am a little nervous lol. Owning a home. You realize really quick how expensive and time-consuming repairs are when you need a new roof. Electrical wiring goes out. The wife wants a ceiling fan in the bedroom. The AC dies in the middle of summer. Kids clog the sewer line with flushing feminine products instead of trashing them. Mower dies and you have to cut grass. And a million other things. But having extra room and freedom is pretty nice. I really love my home. Once you get frugal on fixing things yourself, it is really great. It isn't for everyone. But I'm glad we did it. Not to mention that fixing something yourself is satisfying as St. I vented my radiators and installed a new thermostat and rode that high for a week. It isn't for everyone. But I'm glad we did it. Unless you have a ton of money, never buy a house unless you can do a majority of the repairs yourself. It's amazing how many people buy a house who can't fix a simply toilet leak or reset a breaker on their own. My sill is like this, but they also own an investment property. Such a joke on how bad they are looking after their home. I'd hate to think how needy the investment is. Kimchi. Tomatoes. I used to be one of those people who would only drink liquid if it had sugar in it. Now I really love water. Hydrohomie. Water reservoirs. Why not? Happy Cake Day. The girl I love. Taylor Swift. Tomato and generally vegetables and salads. Used to hate Caesar salad, now I could live off that St. Gym. My father literally forced me to join and now I am addicted. Steely Dan. Very underrated band. You mean Dan of Steel. The band or the SX toy? Geometry dash. TikTok. AL. Giving or receiving? Yes. I said good day, sir. SX. Seriously. Was painful for the longest time. A little bit of therapy. Both physical and mental. A whole lot of lube. And a partner who actually knows what he's doing, and now it's one of my favorite things. I mean, who wouldn't? Probably some people, but you get the point. Metal. Vanilla Coke. Still a no from me, unfortunately. In the Netherlands we got Coca-Cola Zero Peach recently. Still tastes like artificial peach, but not in a bad way. Anime. True. Salad. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Metal music. Specifically the screaming. Black licorice. Pokémon. Back when I was 10. I was a snobby little ST and thought all the kids that liked Pokémon were stupid. And then I played Pokémon Red in a friend's Game Boy. ASMR. Ranch on pizza. Showers. Reading. League of Legends. Kind of still hate it, but K-pop. MMO games. They intimidated the HL out of me, and I always felt like because I didn't have friends who played them and who could help me and explain things to me, I had no one to play with directly, and I felt like I really didn't belong. I sort of gate-kept myself. I stopped playing them for years and recently got back into them, but this time I gave myself room to just enjoy the game for what it was and not put this weird pressure on myself, and I'm having a way better time, and it's become one of my favorite genres of games. The Office. Onions. Motocross. Was so scared when I drove for the first time, and now it's my hobby. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Pineapple on pizza. Cabbage. My life hopefully. Avocados and tomatoes. Coffee. New York City. Exercise. I started too late in life to make any considerable gains, but I hope to be there to give my kids an early start and show them the benefits. My girlfriend. Eminem. When I was at school, I used to hang out with people who listened to metal music, and it was popular to hate rap. Especially M. Dunno why. But now, when I'm an adult and don't hesitate my tastes, he's one of my all-time favorite artists. AL Relapse. Reddit. A game called Overwatch. Slides. Borderlands. Couldn't stand the graphics when I first saw it, but after watching a friend play it for a while I gave it a go, and now I love it. Wine. The Orcs from 40K. I always thought the idea of them was stupid, but they grew on me and I can't get enough of that DACA. The Taste of Wet Vaginas. Stoner, sludge metal. At first I listened to I Hate God and I thought it was the most boring music ever, but then I listened to Bongzilla and now I love it. I've now seen both live as well. Me, Myself and I. Reddit. BJJ. I remember seeing a demonstration when I was at school and thought gay. I was 15. It was 2003. Thought it was AST martial art until I tried it myself in my late 20s. Great workout. Great skills and by and large great people. Olives. Music. I hated music, but now I am a memer making memes. Edit. I love music too. Flavored seltzer. It used to repulse me and now I drink a bunch of it every day. It took maybe a year of having it around to get into it. Garlic. Salad. My husband. I used to hate RPGs. Now my favorite game series is Persona. Dill pickles. Water. Mayonnaise. Funko Pops. Green eggs and ham. EDM. Salads. A guy. My best friend. Classical music. Raw fish, sashimi. Guns. I used to think only cops and criminals had them. But having one on you is certainly useful to defend yourself when the situation arises. Harry Styles. AL. Reddit. Green Day. I heard some of their worst songs and not the better ones. And when I finally listened to Holiday and American Idiot, I fell in love. HL. The Wild. Mediocre movie from 2006. Chick-fil-A. PewDiePie. Sushi. I hated sushi with all I had. But then I met my spouse, who loves this stuff. At the beginning I only ate it when I felt bad. My logic: if you feel like ST, eat something that tastes like ST to you. But after some time I started associating it with lovely dates with my spouse, and now I kinda like it. Wine-soaked salami. Still don't really know if I love it or hate it. But I can clear a package in one sitting. So, I think I love it? I'd probably better eat some more just to be sure. Terraria. Sushi. Hated it the first time I tried it and didn't eat it for years. But everyone said sushi is so great. I asked a sushi-loving friend to teach me how to appreciate sushi. He did. And now I love sushi too. Bo Burnham. Waking up early. Green Day. Green tea. Black coffee. Jalapenos. Raw fish sushi and tofu. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. My job. Stay-at-home orders. Japanese games or gacha games. I thought at first it needs money to get the characters you want. Technical. Yes, you can spend money in-game. But I didn't realize that you could play it for free. I love playing them. The thrill is blood-pumping. Cilantro. I used to hate sleeping without wearing socks. AL. Salt and vinegar crisps. Don't get offended that I didn't call them chips. My crush. My first impression about him was that he's an idiot who relies on being handsome. By the time we started to know each other better, I saw that he's one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met. He has a great heart and a unique sense of humor. He knows how to act, how to talk, and I love to hug him when we both are drunk. Wish me luck about him. Reddit. Chocolate, coffee, tea, etc. Yeah, I'm weird. Murder. Dota 2. So many songs. One girl who later became my best friend. I only have 7 friends and I'm friends with all of them because of her. I'd be friendless RN if it wasn't for her XD. Also this one guy, which is my only guy friend ever. I dislike them for the same reason. Although I didn't hold grudges. I was just annoyed. I was such an introverted ass and they always came up to me ruining my peace being so talkative. God, they were both so talkative, but I accepted it and I am so glad because I really won't have any friends RN honestly. Beer. Xbox One. J-pop. Back in high school, I thought it was annoying. A decade later, I can't get enough of artists like Kiari Pamu and Aya Uchida. I really wasn't a fan of PN parodies. But when I casually came across The King's Peach on Pornhub, I got hooked. Minecraft. And years later I still play it. The Nissan GT-R R35. Revolution 9 by the Beatles. It's actually a pretty interesting song and has honestly rarely felt like its true 8.5-minute runtime. Beer and wine. Indian TV serials, Dia Aur Bati Hum. TMKOC. Kimchi. I went to Korea for a few months several years ago. Before I went, I figured I better learn a little about it. One of the things I found out is that kimchi was a staple food there. I thought, if they eat this stuff all the time, it must be pretty good. Boy, was I in for a shock. The first time I tried it at a Korean restaurant, I was horrified. Kimchi, if you've never had it, is spicy. Fermented cabbage. At least, that's one kind. I've known people who loved it from the word go. But for me it was definitely an acquired taste. And that's basically what I did. I knew I was going to be in Korea for an extended period. So I better learn to like kimchi. So I just kept eating it and eventually started to enjoy it. Bonus. Telling that story in a job interview probably helped me to get my current job, which I like. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos.